Hello and good morning, everybody. I have adjusted some audio settings, and I'm certainly hopeful that everyone can hear me today. And maybe it's going to be too loud, and then we'll have a different set of problems to deal with. But it is looking pretty lovely outside right now. Clouds lifting, fog, any issues with that gone, and temperatures in the low 70s. So you can see the traffic is light. The skies are kind of breaking a little bit there. And unfortunately, of course, that means that we are not going to see any rainfall in the area, or at least any significant rainfall, it looks like. But we can take a look at the radar and show you that we do have some showers off to the northwest. And in just a second here, I'm going to show you just how close this rainfall got to us, just how close this really, really heavy rainfall did get to us. And it was pretty darn close. But looking off to the northwest, here's a little tease. That's how close. Showers, thunderstorms continuing in a line from around Killeen to Waco to Dallas, and just east of there up toward Marshall, Texas, seeing some rainfall this morning. It's just like it's almost allergic to Louisiana and not going to make it in here. And let me tell you, they had a ton of rain out to the west. They had too much. I mean, they had too much. We have nothing at all. Here's what it looks like. Look at this. There's a stripe of 6 to 10 inches of rain right through the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. They've had some flooding issues with this. Anywhere in yellow, these are radar estimates, but you can pretty much bank on over 2 inches of rainfall. So it wasn't a really wide stripe of heavy rainfall, but they got a lot of it out in Texas. We, of course, have continued on with nothing. So temperatures across the state in the 70s, from 70 to 78. It's humid. You know New Orleans. You know what it feels like down there at 78 with that high humidity. It's pretty darn dense, and it's definitely going to have that humid kind of thick feel to the air. Up here, it's humid, not quite as bad, but we are going to see temperatures come up into the mid 80s, perhaps upper 80s. Someone could see 90 depending on how much sunshine we see today. 76 by 10, 84 at 1 o'clock, 86 at 4. Lots of clouds, and perhaps a few showers. So future temperatures you're going to see here, this is going to pop up actually to where we see a couple of 90s briefly pop in there. That 76 in Leesville is because this particular model has a shower over Leesville at that point. I would focus more on those mid to upper 80s for this afternoon. That's where most of us are going to be. Overnight tonight, it gets more uniform there. We get those lows down to around 67 to 70 degrees. So it's going to be a lot like what we saw this morning once again. Tomorrow, just a few more showers coming into the area, and we have those highs back in the mid to upper 80s. And it's all going to be dependent on how much cloud cover you see. Futurecast showing plenty of cloud cover. If we didn't have that, we'd probably see widespread low to mid 90s out of this, which is just off the charts. Futurecast through Thursday, today, 6 o'clock. Just a couple of little sprinkles here. Heavy rain out in Texas once again. It dies when it comes into Louisiana. High pressure just crushing that rainfall as it tries to develop, and we just get a few scattered sprinkles here. It looks like we're going to see a few through Friday, and then Saturday we are out of the rain chances, but they do come back. Now, I don't see any sort of heavy rain in our forecast, but we do have, as I mentioned in the tease to this, in the little headline, we have a big old cold front, and that's going to be coming in here soon enough. Looking at the severe outlook today, of course, thunderstorms possible to the west. We're not going to see a big severe threat out there, but some heavy rain remains possible. So your 7-day forecast with a fancy transition in and me going bye-bye shows that we're going to be in the mid to upper 80s here for the next few days. It looks like, again, we could see a couple of 90s out there depending on how much sunshine we see. And then the rain chances are here as the front comes through Sunday night into Monday. 72 degrees Monday. That's going to probably be falling throughout the day. And check out Halloween and Wednesday, November 1st. It's going to be coming in nice and chilly as it should. Upper 50s there. Overnight lows could, this is one of those deals where if this front's a little bit stronger than forecast, we could see some frost out there out of this one. So we're going to have to watch that for for midweek next week, but it's going to be cool. I was actually looking for the word chilly because I think that's a little more apt for this forecast, but they didn't have it. So we're going with cool. That's cool. All right. I'll see you back here tomorrow.